I'm trying to remember what we were doing last. So let's check our memories. Oh, right. The knife was missing. The knife was missing. It's walking around bare knifed. Walking around without its sheath for shame. We also found the safe, but we can't open it because we don't have the key. We also found out that Ewan, oh my god, I remember their names. Ewan's pendant was found, the same pendant was found in Oliver's room, the predecessor's room, in his special drawer. So that kind of gives us the impression that maybe there is a close relationship there somehow. Yes, Oliver also wore a mask to hide his burns, right? It was to hide his burns. Yes. It's all coming together again. Also, for some reason, the black dog spirit, the evil black dog or something, is still in our inventory, so that's going to come up again at some point. We have the will, which we don't have. The will was supposed to be read during the spirit channeling. However, it was a fake, and also we only got to read like half of it, which was basically, "Begone, Irving." Irving is the temporary head of the household. Oops. And he's like, our poor white-haired boy, he's dying. Will paper. I didn't leave the room didn't leave the paper in the reception room. Someone else left it. I still have no idea who done it. Ewan got very excited about being the master, maybe. He did. He did get very excited, and we got very excited too. But then Irving saw, and he's so disappointed in us now. But like, we're still friends. But he's a bit sad. But now, oh my god, what a scene. Oh, I'm sad Boop's not gonna be here today. Boop's gonna be busy, so he can't be here today. And I don't know if we're gonna be playing any tomorrow. Oh, let me drop that in. Oops. One sec. Just checking availability. You know, it's words like that always trip me up in my head. Like availability. Like, is the I in both the VAs or... Ugh. This is why I like handwriting, because I can just kind of like trail off. I love doing that. Like, god, typing is so much more deliberate. You know, that's probably why I don't like typing. I just kind of like developed a habit of if I don't know how to spell something, I'll just trail off or like make it very muddled or like, you know, just, you get the general idea. You know what word I'm talking about. But when it's typing, you have to be so deliberate with every letter you do. I am such a handwriting cheater. I really was. I used to do that in my exams all the time. If I didn't know something, I just kind of scribble around. Or like, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? And they probably, like, that's definitely not allowed. Like, it's kind of funny. In university, they're very deliberate about checking everything you write. And they won't, like... If they really, really, really cannot read it, they'll make you redo the paper. But otherwise, they're so thorough about checking handwriting. So even if you're really terrible, even if you have like the worst handwriting ever, they'll be so thorough about checking it. But in school, if they cannot read what you write, they will automatically mark it wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like, GCSEs are so much stricter and they're so much harder than like higher education. It's kind of insane. Like, how did I survive my GCSEs? They were actually so difficult. And, like, you have so many subjects in, like, the span of, like, a couple of weeks. How do people survive? I would just collapse. Okay, what were we doing? We went to Blue Room to see Mahi. Did we go to the Red Room? I just went there. Oh, I just went there. And that's when he was like, ooh. Ooh, woo. I love him. Oh my god, I love Ewan. What an actual great character for me. When I went to the terrace, Louisa and Natalie were cleaning. I tried. I did my best. He wasn't there. We just went there. Oh, it's Louisa. I love Louisa. Oh no, Natalie, do the cleaning from here. Huh? Why? Because it was there last night. The ghost of the predecessor. Louisa pointed to the rose garden visible from the terrace. Really? That's where the ghost was? Yeah. Oh, you're just in time, Vakira. We just started now. Yeah, so I don't want to get any closer than this. That's where you come in. But I'm scared too. If there was a ghost there. Can't you do as you're told? You're still an apprentice, right? Natalie reluctantly grabbed the broom and started walking toward the rose garden. Her body's shaking. I feel bad for her. I can clean there if you want. Oh my god, I forgot how she sounded. It's fine. Ellie, are you okay with it? Oh, you okay with ghosts? Good. Then you can clean there from now on. From now on? Oh, that's a bit too much. I'll help for now. Can you tell me a little about something instead? What do you want to know? I want to ask you something about the ghost. About the ghost? About the dog? Oh, never mind. That's not what I wanted to ask. About the ghost carrying the knife. Never mind. The ghost you saw last night, was it wearing a black mask by any chance? Yeah, it was. The same mask as the predecessor used to wear. I knew it. Louisa saw the mask, so she thought it was the predecessor. Then it could have been a human wearing the mask instead of a ghost. Was the ghost wearing something else besides the mask? Well, I think it had a black hat and a cloak. It was dark in the rose garden and I lost sight of it after a few seconds. So, like, I don't know for sure. I see. Updated mask. If it was a human wearing the mask, then who could it be? The question weighed on my mind as I continued to clean. Louisa stopped me suddenly. Ellie, you don't have to do anything beyond that. The gardener does the cleaning here. Is that so? But the rose garden is beautiful. I want to go in a bit. What are you talking about? We shouldn't go in without permission. Yeah, there's precious flowers inside. Servants mustn't enter unless they have permission or a reason to. Really? Then I shouldn't. But I want to see those precious flowers. Oh, yeah, me too. I especially want to see all red. Oh, red! Yeah, quite literally, the Earl's Red. A special breed created by the Rookiefoods. I've heard that the flower has a bright crimson color, like blood. Like blood? That's a little disturbing. Well, what kind of rose is it? Can I just take a peek from here? It's in the back of the rose garden, so probably not. Besides, it seems to be in a hidden place. It's hidden beyond the golden rose. The golden rose. Golden rose? Is there such a thing? It's just a rumor. I'm sure it's a bigger rumor than before. I see. I wonder what the golden rose is. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case. I'll just keep it in mind for now. Well, I'm done helping the cleaning, so I should go check other places out. I love how so many bits of media have such an obsession with maids and white-haired boys and rose gardens. Like, yes, this is my aesthetic now. Please, I want more. Back to the red room! Oh no! Poor me. Imagine going back there.
Excuse me. May I come in?
Oh my god. Yeah. Say, did you find out anything about if I'm a secret love child or not? He just comes right out with it. I mean...
No, not yet. I actually wanted to ask you something about that.
What is it?
Did your mother ever talk about your father? If so, that could give us some leads. So please let me know.
My mother? Ugh, she didn't say much about him, no. She only told me that he was far away when I asked her about him.
Is that so?
But when she collapsed 2 years ago, and the predecessor gave us some financial support, I do remember her crying and saying she wanted to meet him.
Cried?
Does that mean that she loved the predecessor? That's why I... Ugh. Mr. Ewan choked on his words and covered his face with one hand. Oh no.
What happened?
I just remembered something about that time.
That time?
It was about half a year ago. I've been to this manor before. Gasp. It looked like my mother didn't have much time left, so I came in hopes of meeting the predecessor.
Half a year ago? But on the day of your arrival, you made it sound like this was your first time here.
My first time actually being inside, yeah. Last time I came, I was turned away at the door.
Oh.
I asked the butler to let me meet with the predecessor, but he shooed me away and closed the door in my face. This time, he pretended that he'd never seen me before, so I almost laughed. I don't know if he doesn't remember or is just pretending that it never happened, but...
Mr. Maurice acted that way? He's so nice, though. How could he do that?
Where do they get off, looking down on me like that? I mean, I'm part of this family, aren't I? A dark fire burned in Mr. Ewan's eyes.
You have a grudge against them for that?
Well, yeah. I want to make them pay for it. And not just the chumps in this mansion, mind you. The Baron's family that made my mother sick, too. If I become the head of this household, I'm guessing that won't be hard to do at all. In which case, I'll do anything.
He'll do anything to become the head of the household. Does that include murder? No! Oh, right. This was the vision that we saw where he was just covered in blood and we don't really know what caused it. Could it be that Mr. Ewan was the one murdering Mr. Irving in my dream? If so, the motive is that he, a secret love child, would be able to take over the manor once Mr. Irving was out of the picture. If anything, the mere notion could very well drive Mr. Ewan to commit the crime. No killing, okay?
Huh?
I mean, you just said you'd do anything, so...
So you think I'd go so far as to kill people?
I'm sorry, that was rude. I'm just worried.
Worried about what? Monster's life? Oh.
I'm worried about you. Oh my god, no! But I love them both. This is so mean. What do I do? Oh no!
No, Ewan, I'm worried about you.
What if this is like the big ending choice? What if this is my true route choice? Oh no! I must choose. But I care about Irving. I don't want him to die. But
But also, I don't want you to go to jail, Ewan. I'm gonna go with my heart. With my heart of hearts. I don't want you to go to jail, Ewan.
I'm worried about you. This issue with your mother seems to be getting you.
What? All you need to do is worry about your master.
So I can't worry about you, even though you're right in front of me? No! No, it's not my favorite! No!
Oh no, what if Irving walks in again? No! Irving, you better stay in bed or wherever you are right now. Don't come in. Don't look at me. After a little silence, Mr. Ewan shook his head. It was like he was literally trying to shake off something. I think I talked too much. Can we be done now?
No! Yeah.
I thanked him and left the room. After that, without being able to investigate much, eventually the night rolled in, and I was forced to prepare for dinner and other stuff. No! Don't do this to me!
Phew, that should do it. By the time I was done with my work, it was nearly past 9 p.m. Nothing's happened to Mr. Irving as of yet.
He shook himself into being cold. I know. He let himself in motion for like 2 seconds, and then he was like, no, can't do that. I have to be angsty and cold. Oh, but I love it when he's cold. I love it when like really like not broy characters, like, you know, like refreshing, like your spring breeze character types, you know. I love it when they suddenly turn really cold. Like, yes. Irving's fine. We're okay.
Was the dream foreseeing what would happen today or tomorrow? Either way, I need to do...
Oh, why am I speaking in that voice? She's just reading in her head. Either way, I need to do all I can to prevent the tragedy. Better resume the investigation. There are many things that I don't understand yet. The ghost that appeared in the rose garden. The reason why Mr. Maurice got upset over the pendant. The truth behind the seance. Mr. Ewan being a love child or not. There are many things that I don't understand still. Better to report to Mr. Irving. I need to ask him something too. Go to the Lord's room. Oh my god, what if he's like all pissy about that now? No.
Excuse me!
Irving! No, he's so pretty! I forgot! What have I done? They're both so pretty. But like, he's so delicate, you know? Like it... It's like I want to feed him soup. He's pretty and sad, and he's got a little bow, and I love it. Because if you know how Michelle week or Giselle week is happening, and I've had to draw a lot of Michels. I've been like, I'm just gonna give him a bow in every scene. Like, now he's got a bow. That's what's happening here. I don't care. He will now have a bow in every scene where his hair's tied up. I don't care. Because, I mean, look how pretty Irving is. Like, what a nice design. I love it. And, like, I love how the little bow matches his eyes. And he's got a little brooch that also matches his eye. Like, hell yeah, I want to do that to Michelle.
Ellie.
Mr. Irving came out looking somewhat pale.
Are you feeling okay? You don't look good.
I am fine. I just remembered something. Do you remember the key you found in the Virgin Mary statue? I wonder whether it might be for the safe in my father's room. Right. can't believe a character designing is going to be compared to this boy in your Michelle. Interesting. Interesting. You decided they would have a ribbon tied hair like 4 months ago. Ooh. I love ribbons. I mean, if that wasn't obvious enough from me giving Coco ribbons in her hair all the time, I really love ribbons in people's hairs. I think that's adorable. I think it's a really good look. And I feel like more characters should do that. Like, everyone should just have ribbons in their hair. It's adorable. There was a shoujo I read, like a magical girl shoujo I read, like way back. You know the one where that voice actor voiced Zero? That was the same shoujo. So anyway, in that one, they had a little goof where the main character, she had like these giant bows. Like, they weren't like Irving's bows. They weren't like that. So instead of drooping down, they kind of tied up and then they went straight out like this triangle kind of shape. And you know how mangas have those little side panels after a chapter where the characters just kind of interact in like a comic-y kind of way? Well, something that kind of really stuck with me was I never considered how that bow functioned. Like, how did the bow stick up like that? I never thought that. It just kind of seemed natural to me. And then in one of the after chapters, one of the characters is like, so how does that bow work? How does it stick up like that? And she was like, oh, you know, I put like a metal in there and it sticks up. And we're like, oh. It blew my mind. Like, oh, I see. Wow. Then I kind of thought, but how does it bounce around then? How does this bow work? I'm so confused. Why did you explain this to me? Now I'm extra confused. Anyway, I'm gonna be drawing more bows. That's the lesson we're taking away from this.
I see. Your father left you that statue, didn't he?
Yeah. He gave it to me before he left for the front lines. It has been in that room ever since. Maybe the statue itself was just a means for the predecessor to pass the key to Mr. Irving. If so, why didn't he tell Irving about it?
Ooh, I'd love that, Flint. Yes, please.
Mr. Irving, shall we go check if the key opens that safe? If it's okay with you, that is.
Well,
Mr. Irving glanced at the clock.
You have some place to be?
no, it is fine. Let's go.
Back to the predecessor's room.
With Mr. Irving leading the way, I once again found myself in the predecessor's room. Well, first...
Search start, yeah. Okay, before we go there.
Nothing strikes me as odd.
Okay, I guess we already examined everything. When I opened the door as I did before the safe appeared.
Now see if the key fits.
Mr. Irving pushed the key into the safe's keyhole. There was a sound of something unlocking.
The key was for this after all, just like you said.
Yeah, but the safe didn't open.
It seems that we need to turn the dial as well.
I do not know the number. I wonder if it is written somewhere.
A red rose. A Dial for the safe. What type of dial is it? Something written on the key. I gripped the key and tried to twist it out of the keyhole. But all I managed to do was turn the circular head itself. I kept twisting until the entire head came off. It was then that a small roll of paper fell out. What is this?
Did you know about this?
Not at all. Why was this hidden in such a place? How would he know about this if he didn't even know the key was in the Virgin Mary statue? And therefore would not have known that there was a secret roll of paper hidden inside the key. Oh, Ellie. I love you. Did my father put it in? Unfurling the paper, I saw a handwritten message. Whoever wrote it was trembling when they did. Is it the true will? I mean, it's not, but... I write this before I leave for the battlefield. Though I wondered whether I should at all. If you see this, think of it as the guidance of the Virgin Mary. The key is for the safe in my room. For the dial number, look very closely at the Bible on the bookshelf. Hopefully I can come home safely and tell you this face to face, after you have reached adulthood. I sincerely hope that said time will come.
It's for Irving.
Finally, allow me to apologize for my poor handwriting. As expected, I couldn't ask Keith this time. Keith? Who's Keith? What? Who's Keith?
Was this written by the predecessor? The writing doesn't look anything like what we saw at the seance. Mr. Irving stared, confused, at the message before him.
About Keith. Who's Keith?
The letter mentions Keith. Do you know who that is?
Yes, probably my father's footman.
Footman? I don't believe he works here now. Did he quit?
No, he died during the war.
Aw. Really? He died in the war.
Died in a bombing raid, I hear, protecting my father.
Aw.
Keith went out at the same time as my father and was in the same unit. He took care of my father even there.
They were together that long?
I have heard that he was like a best friend to my father. They were almost the same age, apparently.
What if Keith is Ewan's dad?
Are you familiar with this handwriting?
No, I've never seen it before. But based on what the letter says, perhaps it is my father's. If so, that means his usual writing is.
The letter says I couldn't ask Keith this time. Does that mean your father would usually ask Keith to write for him?
My father did say that it was embarrassing for him to show people his writing, as his penmanship was so poor. The letters he sometimes sent me were written beautifully, so I thought he was just being humble.
And your father's handwriting still looked the same even after Mr. Keith died?
Yes, it looked exactly the same.
Mr. Keith was with the predecessor all the time. If the handwriting believed to be that of the predecessor was actually that of Mr. Keith all along, then, well, that means... At the time, Mr. Irving suddenly looked at the clock.
It is so late.
You seem to be worried about the time before, too. Do you have some place you need to be?
Yes, I need to go now, but you can stay here.
And with that, Mr. Irving hurried out of the room. Oh no, we have to solve the mystery before he dies. Is he meeting with someone? Bro, you know you're not supposed to meet with anyone. You could literally die. You're gonna die. Why are we letting him go on his own? Whatever the case, I'll hold him to his word and stay put. In fact, I'll check out the room while I'm at it. Okay, we gotta check the bookshelf. There was a Bible on the bookshelf. The paper we found said, for the dial number, look very closely at the Bible. I should take a look at this. Behind the Bible was a diary of some kind. Is this the predecessor's diary? Why is it hidden like this? Definitely something to think about. Still, I need to check the dial number first. Oh! Blue, black, and red. When I opened the Bible, there was a bookmark there. Steps on Lego piece? No! 3 circles, all drawn by hand. Is this some kind of memo? A page that was folded in a triangle with a red bookmark. The right-hand page has been folded, page 6. Is there anything else here? Oh, red is 6. Wait, maybe not. Yeah, no one was gonna be taking out that Bible. Like, what if someone accidentally took out a book and happened to see, like, you know, the answers in there? But, like, no one's gonna be doing that. 613. Okay, so we have right, left, right. Red, blue, black. Fuck, what was the numbers? 16, 13. 6, 13, 32. Only 3 separate places. Is this some kind of hint? Upper left, upper right, bottom. Upper left is blue. $13? Oh, shoot. Yeah, blue was on the left side. Upper right is black. And black was on the right side. And that should be 32. Bottom is on the right side. And then it shoots you with a gun. I pressed against the door of the safe. It opened easily. Oh my god, I love pocket watches. Inside, there was a golden pocket watch. Is this what the predecessor wanted to give to Mr. Irving? I found nothing else in the safe. There is nothing unusual, except it looks expensive. Maybe Mr. Irving knows something about this. It seems like a valuable item, so it's best not to take it out. Leave it here and let Mr. Irving know later. I put the watch back inside and closed the safe. Oh, I guess we should read the diary too. Looking inside, I saw the same handwriting as the message during the seance. Interesting. I found out oh, this must be Keith's. Is Keith trying to kill Irving? I found out today for the first time that Ewan came to see me 3 days ago and that Mari died yesterday. I'm sure that Ewan knew who I was and came to inform me about Mari's critical condition. I feel terrible about that. It pains me, saddens me. I couldn't see my son, and I couldn't see my beloved at the time of her death. But I must withstand for my master. It is. I should not hold a grudge against Maurice. I should rather be thankful.
Son, then Mr. Ewan really was the predecessor's secret love child.
Ellie, use your brain. He said master there.
I need to ask Mr. Maurice. He should know everything.
With that firm resolve, I left the predecessor's room. Where's Maurice? He's not there. He's in the dining room. When I searched the dining room, I found Mr. Maurice there.
May I have a word?
Ellie, what is it?
I want to ask you about something. It's about Mr. Keith, who used to work here.
When one entrant came to the conclusion. Listen. She's got that gung-ho, you know? And she's gonna go right for it. That's our Ellie. Keith, why do you want to know about him? There were so many things I wanted to ask Mr. Maurice, but first of all...
I want to know whether he was the predecessor's ghostwriter.
What? Ghostwriter? Why do you want to know something like that?
To help Mr. Irving.
To help the Lord? What do you mean?
This is just hypothetical, but Mr. Ewan may try to kill Mr. Irving.
You can't be serious. After what Mr. William did. Why on earth? I only think that he may be in danger because I saw someone kill Mr. Irving in my dream. But then again, I did dream of Mr. Ewan. I did? Did we? What?
He considers himself the predecessor's secret love child. So maybe he thinks that by killing Mr. Irving, he'll be able to take over the manor.
Wow.
I think that we might be able to stop the crime if we reveal the truth. So could you please tell me what you know?
Mr. Maurice was considering the situation when a voice suddenly broke the silence. Uh-oh. Maurice, did you see Layla? Miss Grace, no, I've not seen her since this morning. Wasn't she in her room this whole time? She wasn't there when I came back from dinner. I waited for her for a while, but even at this hour, she still hasn't returned.
I have not seen her either. Where could she have gone? Do you have any idea?
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with it, but... Roses! Mrs. Grace showed us a flower petal. Mrs. Grace showed us a flower petal. She also disappeared from her room late last night. When she returned, I found this on her clothes. I asked her about it, but she wouldn't tell me anything. Red, bright as blood, this flower. At that moment, I suddenly remembered my dream, and a vague part of that had been colored red. I remember this petal, the one I saw in my dream. In other words, Mr. Irving will be killed where this flower is. Where did this petal come from? That was the rose garden.
Did Miss Layla visit the rose garden last night? This is a petal from the Earl Red, isn't it?
Earl? Oh, the rose that we grew through selective breeding. Yes, there's no doubt. This is definitely Earl Red. I wonder why she went to the rose garden.
Louisa said that she saw the masked ghost in the rose garden last night.
When I thought about that, I realized something.
Where is Mr. Irving now? It seems like he went somewhere, but do you know where he is?
No, I don't. He was there when I went to his room just now.
I have a bad feeling about this. Not only Mr. Ewan, but Miss Layla also seems to have a reason to kill him. She was acting strange because of a broken heart. Anyway, let's go to the place I saw in my dream. To the terrace. Oh, it's all dark and shit too. I went to the terrace facing the rose garden. Irving!
Ellie, is the Lord there?
I turned around and saw Mr. Maurice following me.
Yes, I'm sure. He must be where the Earl Red Rose is.
You seem to know everything. No wonder the Lord praised you for your wonderful deductive skills.
It's not my deductive skills. Anyway, could you take me where the Earl Red is? I heard it is in the back of the rose garden. I also heard that servants can't enter the rose garden without permission, but that doesn't matter now, does it?
Of course, I give you permission.
Let's go. I thought you were a servant too, though. Mr. Maurice took the lead and set off at a run. But soon after...
Mr. Maurice, we must hurry faster.
Ellie, I'm sorry. This is tough on an old man like me. Why don't you go on ahead?
But I don't know where it is.
Wait a minute. I'll draw you a map.
Do we have time for this? Mr. Maurice took out a paper and a pencil from his pocket and drew a rough map. Oh. What? Why is this? There is a hedge of pink roses where this P is. Well, that P is. White roses at W. And yellow roses at Y. There are golden roses where the arrow is. Earl Red, the bright red roses we're looking for, are blooming just behind them. So we need to get to 4. Golden roses, does such a flower really exist? What kind of rose is it?
Follow the numbers from 1 to take the shortest route. Take the correct path between the hedges to get there.
If we don't get there fast enough, he'll die.
Yes.
I'm not sure just by looking at this. Maybe I can figure it out by looking at actual places.
Okay, I'm going now.
All right. Oh, Ellie, in regards to your question earlier, you were right. Keith was the predecessor's ghostwriter. For a long time.
I understand. That's all I need to know for now.
I thanked Mr. Maurice and ran off holding the map. Oh, fuck. Okay, pink. Is that white on the right? Pink, yellow, white. Oh shit, we don't have any chances for this. Oh! I never noticed the masked person in that image. Oh my god. This is where the number 1 is on the map. From here, I need to head towards number 2. Okay, so we need to go between yellow and white. So we have to go right. We have to go right, and then right, and then up. Yes. Took the path between the hedges. Soon after I came to another fork. This was where number 2 is on the map. We have to go right. I took the path between the hedges. It's where the number 3 is on the map. Next is number 4, and Irving should be just beyond there. Okay, number 3 is... we have to go between white and pink. I took the path between the hedges. According to the map, the golden rose should be here. Let's find out.
Yeah, they're at the pink roses. There was a glittering golden rose among the pink roses. Is this a golden rose? When I touched the golden rose, it was cold and hard. This is metal, probably brass. When I tried twisting it to take the flower, the rose rotated. Maybe this rose is...
Oh!
When I pressed on the rotated rose, the hedge in front of me suddenly moved.
Roses.
Beyond was a wide swath of bright, vibrant red. I see, the golden rose was a doorknob, which makes a hedge a door. I checked behind me and looked around. The roses here are the Earl Red. They really are red like blood.
Irving.
Among the roses I could see Mr. Irving. Facing him was a dark, shadowy figure. A black mask. Is that the ghost of the predecessor that Louisa saw? With its entire body covered in black, it certainly felt like some otherworldly being. I'd seen that person before somewhere. Searching my memories, I suddenly remembered something.
Wait.
Wait, they have brown hair! No! The cloudy parts became vivid. I dreamed that Mr. Irving was stabbed by a person wearing a mask. But the brown hair! Is that really going to happen? No, I'm here now, and Mr. Irving hasn't been hurt yet. I'm sure I can stop my dream from coming true. Full of encouragement, I hid in the hedge to watch them. Why are you doing this? You deceived me. That voice. Miss Layla? So it was Miss Layla who was in the rose garden last night. What was she doing here? And why is she here now? With a sinking feeling, I listened to their conversation.
You and your family deceived me, so this is my revenge. I'll kill you and frame your family for the crime.
So that is why you are dressed like that?
Yeah, if someone sees me dressed like this, they'll think your father's spirit killed you.
Why does everyone assume that the crime is going to be pinned on his father's ghost? Why is this the logical line of thought all of these characters seem to go through? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is logical. If everyone seems to pin the crime on the ghost, maybe they all would believe that a ghost would kill someone. Like, I'm starting to see why they do this. It's starting to make a lot more sense. These characters are all crazy. Like, yeah, valid now. Oh my god.
Yeah, if someone sees me dressed like this, they'll think your father's spirit killed you.
That won't be so easy. Think about this, Layla.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm finally awake.
Oh fuck. Miss Layla raised her voice in fury and removed a shining object from her pocket. Stop immediately. Not now. Bro, I feel like now is the time. If they're all dummies believing each other's dumminess, maybe we are the dummy. Right? Maybe we are the dummy. No wonder everyone's like, oh my god, Ellie, you are so smart. You're like a detective. How are you like this? Like, who made you this way? Like, wow, I should read detective novels. It's because everyone's a moron. Except Ewan. Ewan's great. He would never. Stop immediately. Oh my god, no.
Mr. Irving!
I immediately jumped out from where I was and stood in front of Miss Layla.
What? Please, no! Don't kill Mr. Irving!
What are you doing? Don't get in my way.
Miss Layla tried to push me away, but I grabbed hold of her before she could. We then got into a scuffle. Suddenly, a noise rang out from behind us.
What?
Looking back, there was also a masked person there. And... What?! And knife gripped tightly in their hand, they stabbed Mr. Up. There's 2 of them! What's going on? I don't understand. I watched stunned and speechless, and Mr. Irving crumple to the ground. At the end of the day, I couldn't save him. That was all I knew. Bruh. I never would have suspected the other masked man. They're dressed exactly the same with the same fake wig. Like, what? Oh my god. Ewan, I swear, if that's you. Ewan, please. No, apparently I'm gonna wait. Wait, is Miss Layla really the culprit? I held myself back from going to stop her and thought. If my dream was a prophetic dream, if it showed me the future that I'm about to see, then it doesn't have her hair. I was so confused about that. Like, are we seeing her hair in that image? Surely not. Race? Maurice? Ewan. Although it looks the same as Miss Layla, the figure must be Mr. Ewan. Does that mean that Mr. Ewan will appear here? I cautiously looked around. At that moment, a black figure emerged from the hedge of roses. I raised my voice almost at the same time.
Mr. Irving, watch your back!
Mr. Irving narrowly escaped the knife. Good.
Ah!
Mr. Irving ran towards Miss Layla.
What?
Miss Layla stood frozen as she watched the events play out in front of her. What? Miss Irving immediately seized her.
Oh, ma! Stop! Let go!
Ewan turning up looking at her like, well, one of us is gonna have to change. Calm down, Layla. Why are we going to Layla? There's another knife person on the loose. Mr. Irving struggled to hold down Miss Layla. If he gets attacked again now, then I must take down Mr. Ewan. We're taking him down. We're taking him down? Okay, I guess so. I must take down Mr. Ewan. Of course, I may not be able to with strength alone. I made up my mind and stood before him.
You're Mr. Ewan, right? Stop this!
Oh, you know. No reason for this, then. Oh my god! Oh my god! Why? Ewan, why? Why are you doing this? Well, I guess we'll just have to, like, go up to him and, like, you know, protect WHAB. Right? Like, that's our duty. Like, we have to. He threw off the mask and the hat. Get out of my way. Do you want to be killed too? What? What? I won't move. I won't move. Killing doesn't achieve anything. Only pain. I can't let you go through with this. You don't decide if it makes sense. You don't know anything. No, you're the one who doesn't know. That's why you don't get the meaninglessness of your actions. What?
I'll explain what I mean. Would you please listen to me?
Mr. Ewan thought for a second and nodded. Okay, I'll listen for a bit. But next time I tell you to get out of my way, do it, alright? Oh my god, I understand. Rebuttal, let's go. I love this. I love that this is happening right now. Okay, let's save.
Oh my god, look at him!
Before I go into specifics, I would like to confirm some things. The reason why you wore the mask. There must be a reason why you needed to wear the mask, right?
To hide his identity, to catch Mr. Irving off guard, to put the blame on someone else. Well, apparently everyone wants to blame Oliver, so...
You dressed like that to put the blame of killing Mr. Irving on Miss Layla, the predecessor spirit, right? So that even if someone sees you, you can say it wasn't you.
Well, nothing would top being able to blame everything on that princess or the ghost. So what?
So I wondered how you were able to dress exactly the same as Miss Layla. You dress exactly like Miss Layla because...
He heard from someone other than Layla, he asked Layla.
You asked Miss Layla so that you can dress like her, right?
Huh, you're being funny. Since when have I been so close to that princess?
Is that not it?
Oh, fuck. Never mind.
I guess I'm wrong.
He heard it from someone.
I don't think you and Miss Layla have any connection. Someone else taught you how Miss Layla would dress like, right? Who is that someone else? Probably you received a letter from someone who claimed to be the spirit of the predecessor.
Gasp. I'm telling you, it is a head maid. It has to be. There's something about her that's so sus.
That's it, isn't it? And that's someone who also gave you the knife and the mask. If so, then what?
It's safe to assume that the same person as Mr. Williams' case is pulling the strings here too.
No, does that mean that when we go back, we're gonna have to, Mr. Ewan's gonna have to leave? No! I don't like where this is going.
But maybe Miss Layla also. Maybe she had instructions from that person too. That's how this case happened. The fact that he received instructions notwithstanding, it must have been Mr. Ewan's own will, his own desire that drove him to try and kill Mr. Irving. He thinks that because he is the predecessor's love child, he can get his hands on the family estate by killing Mr. Irving. So I need to correct that assumption. Explain verbally. I like how we're given the option to try and talk it through to him. Or we could show evidence. Like, we could try and talk things through, but he might be so bullheaded that he won't listen to us. Show evidence. How do I get this love child idea out of his head? The diary.
Take a look at this diary. The predecessor has written about you and your mother.
Really? He took the diary from me and flicked through the pages. He's saying I'm his son. I'm a love child after all. Huh? What does this "for my master" mean?
The person who wrote the diary is Keith. I think the diary was written by Mr. Keith.
Keith? Who's that?
He used to be a footman at this manor. He took care of Mr. Oliver. You don't know him?
No, I don't. But wait a sec. So that Keith guy is the one calling me his son?
Yeah, that means that you're not the predecessor's love child.
Wait a minute. Then why was I called to the seance? Why did the predecessor help us out after Mother collapsed? And why didn't they let me see him the last time I was here?
I don't know the full story about any of those things. I can think of one overarching reason, though. That being that Mr. Keith is actually...
He's alive.
I think Mr. Keith was impersonating the predecessor. That should explain a lot of things.
Impersonating?
They must have switched during the war. I heard that Mr. Keith died in the bombing at that time, but I think it was Mr. Oliver who actually died.
And that's why he was wearing the mask. How is that even possible? I did hear that the burns made him lose his voice, and that he always wore a mask thereafter, sure. But didn't people notice? Oh, that makes so much sense. They wouldn't have known because he had his own handwriting, but his handwriting didn't change.
Mr. Maurice is the only servant here who knew Mr. Oliver before the war. The latter was estranged from his family. Once back from the war, he stayed cooped up in his room and didn't interact with anyone other than Mr. Maurice. Therefore, if Mr. Maurice really was an accomplice to the fact, they would have been able to keep the whole thing a secret. It's a plausible story, but it's still hard.
Oh, it's a plausible story, but it's still hard to believe. Certainly there was such a description in the diary, but that's not enough.
There are two pieces of evidence other than a diary that indicate a switching of identities took place. The first is
does that give away that the switching took place? This should. And there's one more. The pocket watch. Well, this was written by the predecessor. I don't know what the watch has to do with anything. This? Oh, never mind. Switching of identities. Okay, well, it's definitely the handwritten note. Fuck, never mind.
No!
Is it this? Oh fuck, that's enough, surely. Move out of my way. I couldn't convince him. You promised to move if I tell you, right?
Yeah.
Help! I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't move.
I'd made up my mind. I held my ground against Mr. Ewan. You risk your own life to protect your master? For someone so clever, you sure can be an idiot at times. Oh my god. With a shocked grin on his face, Mr. Ewan brought the knife down on me! Such an idiot, really. I quite liked you, but oh well. Oh my god! As I slipped out of consciousness, I felt someone cradle me in the tight embrace. But who it was, I'll never know. Bloody hug! Oh my god! That's kind of cute. Like, not the stabbing, but like the bloody hug. Somehow I really doubt that he stabbed me and then hugged me. Although that would be kind of cute. But, like, that's definitely, he stabbed me and then Irving probably ran and, like, embraced us in our final moments. Like, no. Bro, I do not know what to do for that bit. I legit have no idea. Part of me likes the visual, though, of him stabbing us and then, like, immediately, like, hugging us. Like, you know, like, it's a bit bittersweet, you know? Okay, so, we gave the diary. The missing knife. The mask. We've already done the mask. We've done the pendant. The handwriting definitely tells us that it was switched. Maybe it's the handwriting and the handwriting on the wallpaper. But we don't have that as actual evidence. But maybe it'll work. Because they're both handwriting stuff. Maybe if we can compare the handwriting with other handwriting. Never mind, that we can't even, like... We can't even present those. The real will. Maybe the real will. Oh, yes!
This handwriting is believed to be that of Mr. Oliver. He seems to have lost Mr. Keith, his footman, and wartime companion to ghostwrite for him. If Mr. Keith actually did die during the war, the writing should have changed afterward, but it stayed the same. This is one of the points that proves that Mr. Keith was impersonating Mr. Oliver.
Is that so? The handwriting, huh?
The other point is that the reason for the seance. Miss Mahi said it herself. The predecessor hoped for a seance because he wanted to deliver his real will.
The real will?
By calling Mr. Oliver's spirit, he wanted Mr. Oliver himself to deliver his will to everyone. I think this is the reason. For that to happen, there needed to be a seance. That must have been what Mr. Keith thought.
That's why the seance was held.
If there was no impersonation taking place, the will could have simply been written down normally. But...
because he was pretending to be Mr. Oliver himself, he thought of calling the spirit to deliver the will. That is so, like, roundabout and extra, but, like, you know what? He is quite an extra dude, so.
I can't think of any other reason.
I see. So my father was this Keith guy. I'm not a love child after all. Oh, that's two of them! Before I could even realize what was happening, I saw Mr. Irving bolting toward me. Then, with a powerful kick, he leapt into the air! Ugh. Oh, damn! Okay, Irving! Alright! Mr. Irving had snatched the knife away from Mr. Ewan, who was now kneeling on the ground. That's a good look for him, too. Damn. How did you... What happened to that princess? God, his outfit is such a butler outfit, though. Like, Irving, I love your style. She is unconscious now. I followed Mr. Irving's gaze and spotted Miss Layla lying on the ground. She flew into a rage, and then fainted, probably from overexcitement. I wonder if Miss Layla's okay. At least now we don't have to worry about being attacked. You caught me completely off guard. Ellie, did you intend to do this from the beginning?
No, I didn't expect this to happen. I just wanted to stop you from killing Mr. Irving. I'm glad I managed to. You won't be hurting Mr. Irving, correct?
I have no reason to. Like you said, there's no meaning in killing someone. We fixed him, you guys. Oh my god, this is like such a dream come true game. I fixed Ewan. I saved the WHAB. Like, I'm getting so many points today. Mr. Ewan stood up, sighed, and then looked back at Mr. Irving. Did you hear our conversation? My father impersonated yours.
I started listening halfway through. To be honest, I cannot believe it.
Then Mr. Irving called out to the hedge. What?
You heard it too, right, Maurice? Tell us the meaning of all this.
Yes, understood. Mr. Maurice appeared from the shadow of the hedge. He must have caught up to us after that and watched what was taking place. It is exactly as Ellie said. Keith did indeed impersonate Mr. Oliver after the latter died on the front lines.
Why did he do that?
Mr. Oliver very much wanted you to succeed him, my lord. That is, after you reached adulthood. He believed it would simply be too heavy a burden on you to become head of the family while you were still young.
So, he wanted me to wait till I was an adult?
Yes, but your father became a casualty of war. He lost his life protecting Keith from those bombs. Oh. Unfortunately, the master before the predecessor suddenly died of illness at the time. The situation made it inevitable for Mr. Irving to become the head of the family. To return the favor to Mr. Oliver, Keith decided to impersonate him, and to help his ex-wife and son. That is, my mother and myself. Yes, the fact that your mother collapsed only strengthened his decision to assume Mr. Oliver's identity. He needed the money for her hospitalization. As the Lord, he'd have more freedom when it came to money. He would at least be able to pay the hospital bills. Is that so? So he did it for us too. But why didn't he, say any... I mean, before that, why was he gone? We're starting to get a clearer picture. I'll try to ask Mr. Maurice for more details. Well, now we know why he turned Ewan away, but I'm curious about why he didn't, have that relationship in the first place when he was working under the master.
The reason why you sent Mr. Ewan away without letting him meet Mr. Keith is that you were afraid the truth about the switched identities would come to light.
Yes, I also was afraid Keith would leave and never come back to the manor if they met. So I decided not to let them see each other at all. I know I wronged them, both Ewan and Keith.
Maurice.
Humph. Did my father mention us at all? Yes, he talked about you often. Apparently, Keith was drowning in debt. That's why he left your mother, as painful as it was. He used to say he was doing all he could to repay his debts, so that he could live with his family again one day, at least until the war came and his destiny changed. Really, it seems like he had a lot to deal with.
Why was Mr. Ewan called in for the seance? I still don't understand that.
Like I said before, Keith didn't explain much about the seance to me. I didn't even know that the plan was to call the spirit of Mr. Oliver. So when I find Ewan's name on the will left by Keith, I thought that was Keith's wish. I thought he wanted to talk to Ewan even after his death.
I see. That's what Mr. Maurice thought.
I still regretted not letting Ewan see Keith that day, so I gathered all the participants according to the will.
But if Mr. Keith's intention was to call Mr. Oliver's spirit, there's no reason to call Mr. Ewan.
So someone planted that there. That's true. Then why? Perhaps the mastermind behind this particular incident also has something to do with the will. If so, then maybe the plan was to use Mr. Ewan from the very beginning. Aww. Used. The sad boy. He also tried to kill us, but that's beside the point. That's why he was called here from the beginning. I think I've told you most of what I know.
Mr. Maurice faced Mr. Irving, then bowed his head deeply. My lord, I am sorry for keeping all this from you. Never mind. It was all for my father, right? I am not blaming you for that. I'm not gonna ask you to forgive me. It was my intention to kill you. I misunderstood and envied you. I'll accept any punishment you can think of.
No!
I have no intention of doing anything like that. This case is a result of various misunderstandings. I do not think you are solely responsible.
This is why he's so prone to getting killed, is because he never punishes anyone. Such a kind-hearted WHAB.
Surely my father wouldn't want it either.
Your father, too?
Yes, I think I can understand him a little now.
Oh, good. Mr. Irving understands where his father was coming from. He valued Mr. Irving more than anything else. I can be sure of it now. The message at the seance wasn't Mr. Oliver's. It was the work of some malicious person.
We should go back to the manor. We need to take Layla back.
Yeah, I just realized they said that the handwriting could have been this person's, but it might not have been Keith's. I think they were just saying that it could have been anyone's handwriting. After we found out what Oliver's actual handwriting was, we just knew, oh, it's definitely not the Will's one. But it's not Keith who wrote that.
We should go back to the manor. We need to get Layla back.
And with that, Mr. Irving walked back over to Miss Layla. She was still unconscious. Okay, but maybe we should send her home. Like, I feel like she didn't really come to an understanding in this scene.
But what was Miss Layla doing here?
I think she wanted to talk to me about the past and maybe try to kill me. Not that we managed to, though, as she got so excited. I don't know if she wanted to talk to you about your past, my dude. She was dressed up in a mask and a cloak and had a knife with her. This is why you keep dying. Talk about the past. I remember what Miss Layla said before. You and your family deceived me. What does that mean? It feels a little strange to be angry about forgetting about an old proposal. I found out enough about the predecessor, but there are many things I don't understand yet. I don't even know who pretended to be the predecessor spirit. The fog that surrounds us is still thick, and it seems that we can't see what's coming ahead. Ba, 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 ba. The forbidden fruit. Another dream. A Gaspu. Okay. I had another dream that night of the attempted murder. Mr. Irving collapsed. Is this a dream of the past, or is it going to happen? I don't know. Why are all of these things happening? Could Mr. Irving escape this fate? What are you doing in my room? Ewan! Oh my god! What are you doing here? This is highly irregular. Hey, are you okay? What? You were moaning in your sleep. Did you have a bad dream? Oh my god. Mr. Ewan, why are you here? Oh, I have something urgent to talk to you about. I came here because I heard you were still sleeping after your shift had started. What? I'm late for work! My shift started at 6 a.m. It was already well past then. Oh no. No way, I'm really late. I can't believe I slept in so late.
Oh, what about Louisa?
I scanned the room but couldn't see Louisa. It looked like she'd already gone to work, and she didn't wake us up? Why do you look like you're about to cry? We were up late last night dealing with a number of issues. I don't blame you for sleeping in. Oh my god, Louisa! If you want, I'll apologize instead. I'm sure that I'm to blame for a lot of this. Oh my god. He's so sweet.
Thank you very much. The feeling is enough. She's just outside the door. You said just before that there was something urgent you wanted to talk to me about.
Oh my god, I'm like in my pajamas and everything. Yeah, remember my father's diary you gave me last night? I read it all. Something strange was written on the last page. I'm so glad that even though he tried to murder Irving, they're just letting him hang around now. Like, it was just a misunderstanding, you guys. It's okay. To be fair, at the very least, he wasn't trying to murder Irving for, like, his, you know, for, like, his fortune. So it's whatever. Like, we fixed him now. He's okay. Oh! Something strange was written on the last page. Something about a black dog.
A black dog? He wrote that in the diary? May I take a look? Last night I was in a hurry, so I could only read part of it.
Looking at the last page of the diary, I saw one line that said, I'm going to investigate the black dog. I don't see it on any other page. It seems like it's only mentioned here. Black dog. Natalie talked about it before. She said it had been deep in the village woods. Is that what Mr. Keith went to go check on? My father died the day after he wrote this entry. I asked the butler about it. He was found dead in the morning, as if he had been sleeping in his bed. They thought he had died of illness, weakened from the injuries he'd received in the war. Well, it's less no, Flint, listen, I'm defending my boy here, okay? It's not because he found he wasn't the love child and not an inheritor of the family. It was more that he wasn't pissed off that, like, his dad was, like, a rich heir and just kind of abandoned him and his mother to, like, you know, the poverty and, you know, illness that she faced. So now he's not as pissed off about the family for treating them like that because his dad was actually, you know, trying to help him and everything. So it's different. And he's also, like, I think not pissed off that Maurice turned him away for, you know, because he's lower class and they can't have him around the mansion. But because it was part of, like, their actual plot, they were like, yeah. So, you know, he's fixed. He's okay. We're okay having him here.
I wonder if that was the real reason he died.
If not from illness, then what could he have died from?
Well, in detective novels, sometimes they poison someone to try and make it look like they died from an illness.
He just would have also liked the fortune. Well, you know, like, if he happened to get the fortune, that would have been chill too. But he wasn't out there buying new cars, even though he was in debt or anything. Like, I'm just saying. Poison?
If no one was suspicious, then it's true the death would have been considered the result of an illness. So it's not out of the question.
So you mean that my father may have been killed?
It's just a possibility. Anyway, I'm curious why he died right after he wrote, I'm gonna investigate the black... Oh, after he wrote, I'm gonna investigate the black dog in the diary.
Yeah. Huh? Just then the door opened with a crash. Ellie, how long are you gonna sleep for? Miss Noel told me to wake you up. Why didn't you wake me up before? What were you doing out there? Were you just listening? Really, get your act together. You didn't wake up no matter how many times I called. What? Why is one of our guests in here? Oh, I shouldn't be here? Anyway. We can continue this later. We should also talk with Irving. After Mr. Ewan had left the room, Louisa rushed towards me. Oh my god, what's going on? You didn't bring him here, did you?
Huh, no way! He invited himself in!
I can't believe this is happening. I must tell everyone right away. Ellie skipped work to bring a man to her room.
What? No, don't start spreading weird rumors.
This'll keep me amused for days. Louisa, please. Louisa ran out of the room, looking very satisfied with herself. Oh my god, first she doesn't wake us up and now she does this. Louisa's losing bestie points.
Hey, Louisa, wait! Oh my.
I dressed myself faster than ever before and flew out of the room. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Listen up! Ellie invited... Hey, wait! Don't you dare start spreading weird rumors!
Oh, I get you are full of energy this morning. What great friends you are.
Huh?
Right, besties? There's no one here. When I went to the hall, Miss Noel was waiting as usual. There you are, Ellie.
I'm very sorry. I'm late.
You don't need to apologize. It seems that you had a lot to take care of.
Huh? Did you hear something about me?
Yes. I heard about it from both Mr. Maurice and Mr. Ewan. It seems they involved you in their troubles last night.
I see.
I'm sure you're tired, but you have work to do right now. Go and wait upon the Lord and his guests in the dining room.
Yes, ma'am.
I found Mr. Irving in the dining room. Good morning, Ellie. Did you sleep well last night?
Yeah, I had a very good sleep. I just, dreamt that you died again. But I had another dream.
A dream of me dying. Is someone going to try to kill me again?
I'm not sure if it was a prophetic dream. It looked very similar to my previous dream, so I may have just been repeating the same dream.
I hope so. I would hate for someone to try to kill me again. Yeah, I'd hate that too.
Mr. Irving.
I'm sure. I'll stop it. This is gonna change fate. The decision that changes fate.
It's okay. No matter what happens, I'll be sure to stop it.
Ellie.
Did I promise too much just because I've been able to save him so far?
I'm sure you will come and save me. Just like last night.
Oh my god, he's so soft. I want to protect him.
I was so relieved when I saw your face.
What? Really?
Yeah. I seem to rely on you an incredible amount. When Mr. Irving smiled, someone came into the dining room. Oh, shit! Being pulled apart by two boys. Bro. You're both here already. Mr. Ewan relaxedly sat in the chair next to Mr. Irving. I spoke briefly to Ellie earlier, but I have something to tell you about my father. Would you mind listening? Sure. Wait, what did you mean earlier? I did hear a disturbance not too long ago. Oh, that might have been because I went to Ellie's room! Bro! I went to Ellie's room. Her room. Oh my god!
Why is blushing?
Help! Help! I'm gonna need a break in a bit. Like, this is too much for me. Oh, shouldn't I have?
It is prohibited for men to enter the female servants' rooms.
I know, he's just moaning after trying to murder him. Just, like, sits in a chair next to Irving, like, hey, what's up? Oh, that's a rule, is it? I didn't know.
Regardless of whether you knew or not, you lack delicacy. I'm amazed.
Oh, is it really such a big deal? All I did was go to the room.
Anyway, as long as you stay here, obey the rules. Do not do that again.
Okay, I got it.
Is Mr. Irving upset? Is it because he's strict when he comes to rules? Or is there another reason?
Anyway, back to what I wanted to say. My father's actually... God damn it. Can we all just, like, chill and, just, like, push everyone out and just have, like, a little talk? Like, I feel like we need it. Just then, Mr. Maurice entered the dining room.
My lord, I have something to report. Oh, Ewan and Ellie are here. Perfect, I'll tell you all.
You have something to say.
Yes, I have the results of the analysis of Mr. Oliver's letter.
I believe I mentioned yesterday that I was asking a specialist.
The results have come back already.
Oh, let's hear that first. I'll tell you my thing later.
Okay, Maurice, please continue.
Certainly. Results conclude that the letter has a seance message, both of which claim to be written by Mr. Oliver, were neither his nor Keith's handiwork.
Aha! I knew it. Someone was mimicking Keith's writing.
Yes, even some parts of Keith's will were faked. Ewan was named as one of the participants for the seance, but his name was added by someone else.
Ooh.
Like someone pretending to be the predecessor?
That seems to be the case.
I wonder if the culprit called Mr. Ewan here to have him execute the crime.
Seems so. Damn, that pisses me off.
Save letter from Oliver, ? But if the will was manipulated, then that means the culprit has been hiding among us for at least the last few weeks.
Even before that, my father's death is looking more and more suspicious.
Keith's death. Is there anything suspicious about it?
Yeah.
Mr. Ewan said that the day before Keith died, he wrote in the diary, "I'm going to investigate the black dog."
Keith did that.
You didn't know, Maurice?
No, I did not know about it.
But isn't that suspicious? He died the day after writing something like that.
Definitely. Black dog. It is an old folktale from my village.
I used to live deep in the woods. Natalie was attacked.
Is there such a thing? Who is Natalie?
Oh, she's the maid apprentice working here. She's from the village here and has braided hair.
Really? I did not know.
She's the killer. I'm calling it now.
I see. All of us are here in the manor, but Mr. Irving returned to the manor a few days ago, and Natalie mostly keeps herself hidden, so I guess it makes sense. Mr. Maurice and Miss Noelle are taking care of the servants. Was she really attacked by the black wolf?
Yeah, when she was a child. Natalie's father told her so.
I see.
There's a few things I'm concerned about. We'll need to investigate this seriously. She brushes her hair from her face and has scratch marks. Scratch marks. Ewan muttered and turned to Irving. Can I stay here in the manor for a bit? Can I just vibe here? Like, there's some things about my father and the person who was used by that I wish to investigate.
He wants to investigate. Is he saying he wants to join our investigation team? Hell yeah.
Disagree, of course.
It would be a great help if we investigated together.
Ellie, you agree? Thanks.
I understand you want to find out about Keith. You may join us, but please abide by the rules of the manor.
Okay. I think we'll make a good team. About the black dog. I was like, there's no way you can make a boy like this and then just like send him off in like the third case. Like, no, they wouldn't do that. Impossible. I think the villagers know something about it. I'll go ask them after the meal.
Okay, then we will continue on our investigation. Maurice, could you find out whether anyone acted suspiciously before Keith's death? We will also need to find out who could have doctored Seville.
Yes, my lord. Should we keep this a secret from everyone? Yes. There's literally a killer among us.
Yes. I will reconsider if we do not find any clues.
Like I thought, Mr. Irving wants to try and keep this as quiet as possible.
It could hurt the Rookiford name, and also we don't want to inform them that we know what's going on. I know, they need at least 2 more K-drama scenes. I mean, we already got, like, oh my god, that whole section was like, prime content. Prime content for me.
I will go talk to my aunt and the medium.
They seem to be in their room still. Should I go call them?
Yes. Making a plan to talk to them after the meal.
I bowed and left the dining room. I need to go get Mrs. Grace and Miss Mahi. They should be in their rooms. Okay, I need a break. Bro, I need a break. That was a lot. That was a lot of, like... I need, like, a second. I'm gonna go get some tea, okay? I'm back. I got some chips and dip. And some tea and cake. So, I am all set. Gonna recover my energy after being absolutely destroyed by these anime boys. Oh man. Oh my god, I can go everywhere? Oh my god. Okay, let's go to the kitchen first. Oh my god. Louise! What's the white room again? Oh! Oh, they have like a little drawing of her in bed. It seems like there's no problems on Twitch. But OBS is saying that I don't have any problems either. It usually tells me when I'm dropping frames. Like it'll show like a high percentage on the drop frame counter and everything. And the bitrate would usually turn yellow or red. But right now it's like green and it's very stable. And it's 0% drop frames. And it seems to be a stable 60 FPS too. I have no idea what's happening. Well, if it's happening to Vakira as well, then you guys have very different internet. So it's clearly not that. Am I able to choose a different stream server? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that while I'm streaming. I don't even know how to do that. You know, I'm kind of okay stopping for today. If we have to. I feel like I got so much, I got so much, what's his face content. So much Ewan content. Like, I'm pretty, like, filled up. It's not a major issue. It just stutters and it's back. And then it's fine for a long while. Okay, what if we do 2 more hours then? How much has it started in like the last 2 hours, do you think? Because part of me is also kind of like, what if we just do some Tales of Zillia or something? I always do this. I always like start a game, but then I've started like a watchy thing as well. And then I get so into the watchy thing that I'm like, what if I just don't stream it and I just keep doing that? I did it once while we were talking about it. Oh my god, that's a bit... Well, I don't like technical difficulties. They bum me out. Has it been doing it for any other games, or is it just like today? Because today might just be a bad day, maybe. I mean, it doesn't feel like a bad day. Honestly, I'm kind of thriving right now. Well, if it's just today, then we can just stop today. We'll just do it another day. Because I don't know if I want to, like, stop the stream and start it up again, and then potentially have to deal with the same issue. You've had it in previous streams, too. Well, I generally don't know what to do about that. Like, my stream thing is pretty in the green. So, I don't know what's wrong. Like, I don't know what to change. If it's just today, then I can kind of go off and say, oh, maybe Twitch is acting funny today, or the servers are acting funny. Okay, let's stop for today then. I need to make some food as well, but I don't want to because it's a lot of effort. But I need to cook it. I was gonna cook it just before we started, but then I kind of thought, you know. It's a lot of effort, but it's worth it. I've never had risotto, and I've never cooked it before, so I'm very excited to try it. It's also got, like, black beans in it, too. And I do love beans, so excited to have that as well. I don't feel bad about stopping now. Because, again, I got some good content. It's not like, you know, we just did 2 hours of nothing. We did 2 hours of a lot of good stuff, I'm just saying. So, I'm feeling very filled up. Tomorrow, I think we're going to be doing Drakengard Pile, which is very exciting, and we can go pretty late as well because I do not have work on Monday. It is a bank holiday, so hell yeah. I'm probably going to do like an art stream on Monday and use up that time, finish off my Giselle arts. I did get some good time out of it. Yeah, it was fun. It always sucks to have technical difficulties, but you know, we make do. It's not like it was a bad day overall because of the tech difficulties. Oh, hell yeah. In fact, I'm going to use this opportunity and do some more Giselle art because I have a very good one, but it's a bit cursed. It's like mildly cursed. You'll understand why it's cursed when I finish it, but you know, I'm excited, so hell yeah.